Welcome to Victoria and Royal Athletic Park, game number 3 of the 8th Street Tap House 2017 Baseball Canada Men's Championship. Brought to you by BC Waters Corporation, official Baseball Canada National Championship. For men's baseball, please have all the team officials, sponsors, and spectators who are taking part. Again, game number 3 of the tournament, and Ontario 1, the 2000, and Alberta 2, the Red Deer Raiders. The Red Deer Raiders are the home team in this game. Umpires today's game behind the plate is Matt Lyons. On the base, Corey Davis and Renee Demonche. The starting lineups. First of the visiting Tecumseh Thunder, leading off number 1, center fielder Curtis Lampkin. And second, in catcher number 3, Eric Cunningham. And third, first baseman 28, Mitchell O'Neill. And fourth, and third base number 2, Casey Powell. And number 49, and sixth, the designated hitter number 7, Justin Carey. And seventh, right fielder 16, Ross Barker, right eighth. At shortstop, number 11, Brandon Median. And at 9, second baseman 14, Matt Sykes. The starting pitcher is number 24, Joel Hughes. For Alberta 2, the Red Deer Raiders, the home team in this game, leading off shortstop number 8, Jason Chapel. And second, at right field, number 16, Aaron Dunford. Batting third, and playing center field, number 15, J.P. Wilbur. Batting fourth, at first base, number 5, Jason Lewis. Batting sixth, the catcher number 21, Curtis Berserker. Batting seventh, designated hitter. Batting sixth, designated hitter number 23, Terry Rowe. Batting seventh in left field, number 7, Derek Chapman. Batting eighth and third base, number 10, Jared Chapman. Batting ninth, second base number 17, Nick Rubin. The starting pitcher is number 4, Josh Edwards. The title sponsor of the 2017 Baseball Canada Men's Championship is 8th Street Tap House. The tournament is presented by BC Waters Corporation, and this is an official Baseball Canada National Tournament.
Corey. Kathy got ya.
And just to John, to confirm that the stream is live 5 minutes before.
Welcome back to Royal Athletic Park for the second game of Day 1 of the Baseball Canada Men's Nationals. Second game at Royal Athletic Park features the Tecumseh Thunder as Ontario 1 and the Red Deer Raiders as Alberta 2. Top of the first inning, just about to get underway. Tecumseh, the visiting team in the game, will bat first against Josh Edwards, the starter for Red Deer. Starting left-hander delivers first pitch, ball 1. Edwards, the left-hander on the mound for Red Deer. The leadoff man for Tecumseh is Curtis Lampkin, their center fielder. 1-0. Inside 2-0. We'll go through the lineup quickly for Tecumseh after this at bat. 2-0. called strike. 2-1. Red Deer in the whites with a red crest and blue hats. Tecumseh in purple, called strike. 2-2. Still a beautiful day here in Victoria. Clear and sunny, wind blowing out just a little bit. 2-2 pitch, reaching out and fouling it back is Lampkin to stay alive. First game of the day here at Nationals saw Nova Scotia defeat Newfoundland 11-1. Edwards 2-2 again, grounded towards the first base dugout. Tecumseh enters as back-to-back Nationals champions coming into this year's tournament. Another 2-2 inside, ball 3. Great at bat for Curtis Lampkin. 25-year-old left-hand hitter. 5'6", 165 out of Lakeshore, Ontario. 3-2, misses outside. Lampkin works the leadoff walk. The lineup for Tecumseh: Lampkin followed by Eric Cunningham, the catcher. Mitch Delaney, the first baseman, bats third. Batting fourth, the third baseman Casey Power. Batting fifth, the left fielder Kiefer Quick. Batting sixth, the DH Jesse Carrier. Seventh is the right fielder Ross Barker. Batting eighth, the shortstop Brandon Gignac. And batting nine, the second baseman Matt Sykes. First pitch was strike one on Eric Cunningham. The catcher batting after the leadoff walk to Curtis Lampkin. Missing upstairs, 1-1. Josh Edwards, starting left-hander for Red Deer, 6'4", 210, 27 years old, out of Red Deer. 1-1 pitch is popped up back of second base into very shallow center. Making the play is Wick. Second baseman Denver Wick for Red Deer. That'll bring in Mitch Delaney. First baseman Mitch Delaney. First pitch inside, ball one. Delaney, 28 years old, 6'3", 220. Swung on, high fly ball, right field, not deep, coming in towards the line. Long run, sliding catch is made in right field. Throw is into second base. Nice play made by Aaron Dunsmore. The right fielder for Red Deer, alum of Dayton University, makes the long run, sliding catch for out number 2. Brings in Casey Power. First pitch is strike one. 83 on the gun from Josh Edwards. Throw over to check on Curtis Lampkin. Curtis Lampkin earned a walk to lead off the game on a long battle on a 3-2 pitch. There he goes, pitch outside, throw down, wrong side of the bag. So Lampkin will steal second base. He's at second with 2 outs in the inning, and the count is 2 balls and 1 strike on Casey Power. pitch is flown to center field, not deep, coming in center. It'll get down for a base hit, and coming in to score is Lampkin on the RBI single from Casey Power. And Tecumseh leads 1-0.
Left field number 29, Kiefer Quick.
RBI single for third baseman Casey Power gives Tecumseh a 1-0 lead here in the top of the first. Still 2 outs in the inning, and the hitter will be left fielder Kiefer Quick, taking outside ball 1. So the leadoff walk to Lampkin does come around to score. That ball hit well to left field on a line, but right into the glove of Derek Chapman. That will end the top of the first inning. 1-0 Tecumseh. We go to the bottom of the first. Red Deer will come to the plate here on Go Live Broadcast.
Let's go, hitters. Here you go. Right now, get back. Hey, get on base for us, Jay. Now. What? Oh, here you go.
Now for Alberta is Jason Chatwood. We'll go through the order after this first at-bat. Jason Chatwood grounds to shortstop. Throw on the run is low and dug out. Out number 1. Shortstop Jason Chatwood grounds out to the other shortstop, Gignac. The lineup for Red Deer: Jason Chatwood leads off, followed by Aaron Dunsmore, the right fielder. Batting third is center fielder J.P. Wilner. Fourth is the first baseman Jason Lewis. Batting fifth, the catcher Curtis Mazurkowicz. Sixth is the DH Kerry Boone. Batting seventh, the left fielder Derek Chapman. Batting eighth is Jarrett Chatwood, the third baseman, and batting 9 is second baseman Denver Wick. Aaron Dunsmore at the plate now. Down a couple of strikes. Upstairs 1-2. Tecumseh, Ontario 1 in the purples, and Alberta 2, Red Deer in the whites. 2-2 now the count on Aaron Dunsmore. Dunsmore made a nice catch in foul ground in right field in the top of the inning. Ground ball to first base off the bag. Diving stop made. Flip to the pitcher in time. 4 out, number 2. That's Mitch Delaney diving off the bag at first base. Pierce gets over to receive the throw. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first.
Number 15, center fielder J.P. Wilner.
That will bring in J.P. Wilner, taking ball 1. Wilner, the center fielder. Swung on high to left field, not deep. Drifting back a little bit and left, but it is misjudged and gets down before the track, and scampering into second base is Wilner with a double. The left fielder, Kiefer Quick, misjudged that fly ball, and it ends up touching down behind him, still before the track. It'll be a double for Wilner, as that ball was never contacted by Quick, so that will extend the inning for Jason Lewis. First pitch is strike 1. Jason Lewis, the first baseman.
You're okay.
0-1. Strike 0-2. Right-hander Joel Pierce trying to work through a scoreless bottom of the first. Ontario leading 1-0. 0-2 pitch is a good pitch, but missed for ball 1. The 1-2 to Lewis. Ground ball, third base side, down the line. That will go foul. Very close play behind the bag at third base on that chopper, but it is ruled foul, so Lewis will come back for another 1-2 pitch. The defense for Tecumseh. Pierce deals to his catcher, Eric Cunningham. The defense third to first, Power, Gignac, Sykes, and Delaney. The outfield left to right, Quick, Lamkin, and Barker. One, two. Ground ball to short. Stepping up at short, Gignac throws across. 4 out, number 3. A 2-out double from J.P. Wilner, but nothing more. We've played an inning between Ontario 1 Tecumseh and Alberta 2 Red Deer. We go to the second here on Go Live Broadcast.
The designated 7, Jesse Carrier.
Jesse Carrier leads off the second for Tecumseh. They lead 1-0 after an inning of play. Day 1 of the Baseball Canada Men's National Championship. Count to 1 ball and 1 strike on Jesse Carrier, the DH. 6, 7, and 8 will bat in the inning. For Tecumseh against left-hander Josh Edwards. Called strike. Back-to-back national champions. Alberta 1 represented by Tecumseh. They're looking to win their 3rd straight. 2-2 is the count on the DH, Jesse Carrier. He'll be followed by Ross Barker and Brandon Gignac. Swing and a miss, strike 3. First strikeout of the day for Josh Edwards. Right fielder Ross Barker will stand in. Upstairs, ball 1. Second of 4 games on Go Live broadcast today. The first game saw Nova Scotia defeat Newfoundland 11-1. Fouled away by Barker, 1-1. Ross Barker played collegiately at Wayne State College in Nebraska, missing for ball 2. Played junior college baseball in Texas before completing his career in Nebraska. Popped up right side. First baseman Lewis on the play for out number 2. Two quick outs for Brandon Gignac, the shortstop. Gignac out of LaSalle, Ontario, 24 years old. Takes strike 1 from Edwards. Ontario up on Alberta 1-0. Called strike 2. Josh Edwards settling in here in the second. Strikeout, a pop-up, and now he's up 0-2 on Gignac. That ball is one hop to shortstop. Chatwood will throw across. 1-2-3 for Josh Edwards. We go to the bottom of the second. Still 1-0 Ontario here on Go Live Broadcast.
You're going to the 2017 Baseball Canada Men's Championship brought to you by Ace Street House and sponsors. First of all, Christian J. Stewart Photography, and Mark Carter now available only to all over social media. As well, outside anything hotels at Action Sports, Stickers, Jackson Ice Cream, Ripley's Foods, Wilson Donuts, Pacific Western Brewing Company, Tesseract Computers, Christian Commission Chips, Victoria Bilbao Runway, Holland Trail, Floyd County, Crescendo Marijuana, Seymour Foods, Wilson's Transportation, Strong's Water, Emery Electric, Black Press Newspaper, and Mayfair Electric.
Let's go, hitter.
Batters to be captured, number 21.
Bottom of the second, 1-0 Ontario leads Alberta. Curtis Mazurkiewicz leads off for Alberta. The catcher lays down a bunt but fell on the third base side. In the first inning, J.P. Wilner doubled with 2 outs, but nothing more came of it. Starting right-hander Joel Pierce for Ontario got 3 ground outs in the first inning, missing inside for ball 1. One, missing for ball 2. Mazurkiewicz, Boone, and Chapman in the inning. Two, 1. Just missing ball 3. Three, 1 pitch is a called strike. Count fills at 3-2.
Hey, win it, Maz. Work hard for this pitch.
Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. First strikeout of the day for Joel Pierce. Leads off the bottom of the second.
Wait here.
The designated hitter number 23, Kerry Boone.
1 out will bring in Kerry Boone, the DH. Ball 1 misses upstairs. Boone, a first baseman by trade, DHing today. 1-0 pitch, outside, 2-0. Both teams with a hit apiece. Ontario pushes across a leadoff walk in the first inning to take the 1-0 lead. That's popped up into shallow center field. 4 fielders converge, and it is the right fielder Ross Barker taking charge for out number 2. Two quick outs will bring in Derek Chapman, left fielder for Alberta. First pitch is stroked to right field. Ross Barker back, reaches up and makes the play. Alberta goes 1-2-3 in the bottom of the second. We go to the third here on Go Live Broadcast. Ontario 1 leads Alberta 2, 1-0.
The second baseman, number 14, Matt Sykes.
Top of the third inning, a 1-0 for Ontario 1 over Alberta 2. Bottom of the order for Ontario as Matt Sykes leads off, taking strike 1. Left-hand starter Josh Edwards still on the mound for Alberta. Bunt put down, foul on the right side. 0-2. Sykes will be followed by Lampkin and Cunningham in this third. Ontario grabbed a 1-0 lead in the first, and the second inning passed by scoreless. 0-2. Upstairs, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Both teams with 1 hit. One, two. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Strikeout number 2 for Josh Edwards. We'll send it back to the top of the order for Curtis Lampkin. Lampkin had a great at-bat in the first inning, leading off the ball game. Worked a walk on 8 pitches and ended up coming around to score after stealing second base. First pitch misses for ball 1. One-oh. Bunt shown, but he takes a strike. Lefty-lefty matchup here. 1-1 pitch is missing for ball 2. Two-one. Grounded back to the pitcher, gloved on the mound, throw across, 4 out, number 2. Curtis Lampkin grounds back to the pitcher Edwards for the second out of the inning. To bring in Eric Cunningham. The catcher popped out to second base his first time up. First pitch misses for ball 1. One-oh, fouled back, 1-1. Now both pitchers settling into a nice rhythm here early in this game. Edwards has retired 6 in a row. Bouncing in. And away from the catcher, Mazurkiewicz. Josh Edwards on the mound. Curtis Mazurkiewicz behind the dish. Jarrett Chatwood at third base. Jason Chatwood at shortstop. Wick at second. Lewis at first. Chapman, Wilner, and Dunsmore across the outfield. That's in for a strike. 2-2. Josh Edwards, one good pitch away from a 1-2-3 third. The Deuces pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. 1-2-3 with a couple of strikeouts for Edwards. We go to the bottom of the third. Score still 1-0 Ontario here on Go Live Broadcast.
Go hit a little bit.
off the Rangers, number 10, third baseman Jarrett Chatwood.
Jarrett Chatwood leads off the bottom of the third for Alberta, still trailing Ontario 1-0. First pitch, Al Deaning, ball one from Joel Pierce. Jarrett Chatwood, the third baseman. 1-0 pitch is lined to center field. Dying quickly gets down for a base hit. Leadoff single for Chatwood. Second hit of the ball game for Alberta. That'll bring in Denver Wick, the second baseman, batting in the 9 spot. Casey Power, the third baseman for Ontario, playing on the grass at third. Bunt shown put down first base side. Going to first base, Pierce gets the out. The bunt does move Chatwood to second base. And that will put a runner in scoring position, 1 out for Jason Chatwood. Top of the order, the shortstop will get his second at bat. The Chatwoods are brothers. Shortstop Jason stepping in now, played his collegiate baseball at Gonzaga. That ball hit to the backhand side of short, knocked down, but no play. Throw back to third base, but staying on the bag is Jarrett. So Chatwood's at the corners, Jarrett at third, and Jason at first. Scoreboard flashing a hit initially on that play. Aaron Dunsmore will stand in with runners at the corners and 1 out. Big opportunity here for Alberta. Missing outside. Jarrett Chatwood, the third baseman, who is on third after his single. Played collegiate baseball at Colby Community College in Kansas. He represents the tying run. We play in the bottom of the third, 1-0 Ontario. A check over to first. Check on Jason Chatwood. Runner bluffs at first. The pitch is ball 2 on Dunsmore. Aaron Dunsmore played at Dayton, the University of Dayton, and then played 1 year of professional independent league baseball. 2-0 high for ball 3. Behind Aaron Dunsmore is J.P. Wilner. Joel Pierce in danger of loading the bases here in the third. 3-0 pitch is ball 4. Couple of singles and now a walk in this bottom of the third have loaded the bases for Alberta for their center fielder and 3-hitter J.P. Wilner. That's fouled back. The walk to Dunsmore is the first issued by Pierce today. Oh, 1 is missing. High and tight for ball 1. Hits are 3-1 Alberta. Ontario still hanging on to their 1-0 lead. Fouled high over the right side. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Good velocity from Joel Pierce, 88 on that last pitch. Set for 1-2. That ball is lined down left field. Line gets down, a fair ball and nestling into the corner. 1 will score, 2 will score. Trail runner sent. Relay throw is in time to get him. Gunned down at the plate is Aaron Dunsmore, but Jarrett and Jason Chatwood score on the double for J.P. Wilner. And Alberta has a 2-1 lead.
Jason Lewis.
Jason Lewis, the hitter. Runner at second base, 2 out. Ball 1 to Lewis. 2 runs in the bottom of the 3rd. Alberta now leads 2-1. 1-0. Outside, 2-0. J.P. Wilner having a good day. A couple of doubles already, with 2 runs driven in on that last swing. Long look in by Pierce to his catcher, Cunningham. 2-0 pitch, popped up right side, back at first base, foul ground, right field. Long run gets down and hops into the seats. Will go as a long strike 1 on Lewis. Wilner standing at second base as the 2-1 pitch comes in. Ball 3 to Lewis. Behind Jason Lewis is Curtis Mazurkowicz. Three-1. Swung on, hit well into left field. That could split a gap, and it will. Will go all the way to the wall. Coming in to score, Wilner from second up to second with an RBI double is Jason Lewis. Alberta leads 3-1.
With the catcher number 21, Curtis Mazurkowicz.
Back-to-back RBI doubles for Alberta. Nets them 3 runs. And now the catcher Curtis Mazurkowicz will get his second at-bat. Big swing and a miss. Tough inning for Joel Pierce. Has allowed 3 runs on 4 hits. 0-1. Check swing, throw down to second base, is into center field, popping up and going to third base. It's mishandled in center, but staying at third is Lewis. Throwing error will be charged on the catcher Cunningham, sending Lewis to third base with 2 outs. One and 1 count on Curtis Mazurkowicz. One pitch, up and in. On the other side, Josh Edwards has really started to settle into this game. 2-1 pitch fouled away. And now he's spotted a lead here in the third, so all of a sudden Alberta finds themselves in the driver's seat a little bit. Two and two. Outside, ball 3. It's all full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Jason Lewis stands at third base. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Second strikeout of the day for Pierce. Ends a 3-run frame for Alberta, highlighted by back-to-back RBI doubles. We go to the 4th here on Go Live Broadcast. Alberta leads Ontario 3-1. Mitch Delaney leads off the 4th inning for Ontario, now trailing 3-1, as strike 1 is delivered by Josh Edwards. 3-4-5, Delaney, Power, and Quick in the inning. 1-1 the count now. Alberta seizing the 3-1 lead with 3 runs on 4 hits in the bottom of the 3rd. Fly ball, shallow left center field, back, and the diving play is made back of short by Jason Chatwood. Put a star on that play. With his back to the infield and shallow left center field, going down to the ground and makes the play. Casey Power stands in. Power had an RBI single in the 1st inning. Shattered bat back of second base into right field for a base hit. Denver Wick gave it a look back of second base, but it just got over his head for the single. That bat dies a hero for Casey Power. The bat ends up halfway between the mound and the second base bag. Power now 2 for 2.
Number 29 for Quick.
Quickly moving inning, moves on to Kiefer Quick. He lined out to left field, ending the 1st inning. Two hits now for Ontario. Ball 1. That single for Power breaks up a string of 8 straight retired by Edwards. (1-0) is ball 2. (2-0). Called strike, 2-1. Throw over. Kiefer Quick played his collegiate baseball at Notre Dame College in Ohio. He's 23, graduated in 2016. Missing up and away, ball 3. A 1-out single is on base here in the top of the 4th inning. Ontario looking to respond, now trailing 3-1. 3-1 pitch, swing and a miss. 3-2. Set the payoff pitch. Ground ball, shortstop Chatwood goes to second for the out. On to first in time. 6-4-3 double play turned by Chatwood, Wick, and Lewis. That will send us through to the bottom of the 4th inning in this 7-inning game. We are halfway home. 3-1 Alberta here on Go Live Broadcast. Bottom of the 4th inning is led off by Kerry Boone, the designated hitter for Alberta. Takes ball 1 and then swings at the 1-0, grounding to short, through across in time for the first out. Brandon Brignac on that play.
Left field number 7, Derek Chapman.
1 out for Derek Chapman. He flew out to right field, ending the 2nd inning. Last inning, Red Deer, Alberta 2, represented by Red Deer, scored 3 runs on 4 hits. Bunt shown, but he takes strike 1. Joel Pierce back to work for Ontario in this 4th inning. Has surrendered 3 runs on 5 hits so far. 0-1. Called strike, 0-2. The 0-2 is a good miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 6, 7, and 8 scheduled in the inning for Alberta. 1-2 pitch, reaching out, fouling it off the end of the bat towards the third base dugout. Still 1-2. Another 1-2. This one is called strike 3. Third strikeout for Pierce. Records his second out in the 4th inning, and all of a sudden Pierce is settling back in. He has retired 3 in a row, including 2 strikeouts. Jarrett Chatwood will hit with 2 outs, taking ball 1. The third baseman singled and scored to kick off that 3rd inning. Upstairs, ball 2. In on his hands, pops it up third base, back of third base, shallow left field, and it's dropped. And Jarrett Chatwood will be chased back into first base, but he's aboard, as that should go as a single for Jarrett Chatwood. Was popped up back of third base, but Power and Gignac were unable to haul it in, so that is a 2-out single. Chatwood is 2 for 2. The inning continues for Denver Wick. Wick takes the strike. One, swing and a miss. 1-2 delayed steal. Nobody covering the ball. The throw is into center field. Popping up, going to third now. Throw to third base is late. Stolen base for Jarrett Chatwood, as nobody was covering, so he delayed steal and took it. And then the throw was clear into center field, so he popped up and took third on the throwing error. 2 outs, a runner at third now. Count is 0-2 though on Denver Wick. Ball 1 to the second baseman. Cunningham has now committed 2 throwing errors in this game. The catcher for Ontario. 1-2. Weak swing and a miss. Strike 3. Couple more strikeouts in the 4th inning for Joel Pierce. Helps him get through a scoreless frame. We go to the 5th inning. 3-1 Alberta here on Go Live Broadcast.
Leading off the Tecumseh Thunder, Ontario 1, the designated hitter number 7, Jesse Carrier.
Fifth inning between Ontario 1 and Alberta 2. 3-1 Alberta leads. Ontario led off by Jesse Carrier in this fifth inning. 6, 7, and 8, Carrier, Barker, and Gignac. 1 ball, 1 strike on Carrier. The DH struck out in the second inning. 1-1 pitch is fouled high over the left side. To this point, Ontario limited to 1 run on 2 hits, and that run came after a leadoff walk in the first inning. First batter of the ball game came around to score, but nothing since then. Fouled back by Carrier. Lefty-lefty here between Edwards and Carrier. 1-2 is fouled back again. After this ball game, there's a 3 p.m. game here at RAP and then a 7 p.m. game. 1-2 pitch is bouncing away to the backstop, 2-2. Also a full slate of games over at Lambrick Park this morning and this afternoon. The 7 p.m. game here at Royal Athletic is the feature game. 2-2 is bouncing away, 3-2. Good lead it off at bat here by Jesse Carrier. Now trying to win it. Count runs full. The payoff pitch is ball 4. Jesse Carrier works the leadoff walk.
Number 16, Ross Barker.
That'll bring in the right fielder, Ross Barker. He popped out to first base his first time. First pitch is ball 1. Ross Barker has factored in right field a couple of times, making a pair of nice catches already. Throw over. Checking on Jesse Carrier. One out to Barker will have to wait. They check on Carrier again. Called strike. Ross Barker, 23 out of Windsor, Ontario. Ground ball past the mound, past second base into center field for a base hit. Denver Wick dove up the middle from second base, but could not come up with it as it's into center for a single. Ross Barker is on the board with Ontario's third hit. And they now have runners at first and second with nobody out. For Brandon Gignac. Corners pinching, bunt shown, put down, third base grass, checks up. Edwards to first base, not in time. Bunt single for Brandon Gignac will load the bases with nobody out.
The second baseman, number 14, Matt Sykes.
Walk, single, bunt single. has started the top of the 5th inning for Ontario. And now Matt Sykes will have a chance with the bases full. Big swing and a miss. Now 4 hits for Ontario. Oh and 1. Called strike 0-2. Josh Edwards has walked 2 and struck out 3 in his outing here this afternoon. Carrier, Barker, and Gignac are the base runners. Set for 0-2. Gets a piece, fouls it back. The 0-2. Swung on line to left field. No tag at third base. So the line out of Matt Sykes won't move anybody up. Bases still loaded, 1 out. Top of the order now for Curtis Lampkin. The other completed game already in the tournament today has Alberta 1 defeating Ontario 2 over at Lambrick Park in the 9 a.m. game at Lambrick this morning. This is Curtis Lampkin taking ball 1. Lampkin led off the game with a walk, came around to score to give Ontario a 1-0 lead, but they now trail 3-1. Check swing, foul. Ontario trying to cash in on a bases loaded, nobody out situation. Now 1 out. One pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Josh Edwards trying to bear down with the bases full. Has already lined out Matt Sykes and has worked ahead of Lampkin 1-2. Pitch is delivered outside. Ball 2. Ontario with a run in the first, Alberta with 3 in the third. As we now play top 5. Check swing, foul. Set again. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Breaking pitch, Lampkin chases. 4th strikeout of the game for Josh Edwards, and it comes at a big time. Bases are still loaded with now 2 out. The hitter is Eric Cunningham. The catcher is 0 for 2, missing inside, ball 1. Big opportunity here for Ontario, and they're now trying not to miss it. A line out and a strikeout with the bases loaded. Grounded to first base, blocked, and will be taken to the bag by Lewis. Josh Edwards escapes the bases loaded, nobody out. with no damage done. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. 3-1 Alberta here on Go Live Broadcast.
Sorry, Chris, what was that? Did you say something to me in the middle of the inning?
Bottom of the 5th inning starts with strike 1 on Jason Chatwood. 3-1 Alberta still leads. That's ball 1. Third time through the order for Alberta. Chatwood 1 for 2. He singled and scored in the 3rd inning. 1-1 pitch is strike 2. Top third of the order. Chatwood, Dunsmore, and Wilner here in the bottom of the 5th. One, 2. Missing for ball 2. Right-hander Joel Pierce still on the mound for Ontario. 3 runs on 6 hits with 4 strikeouts. That ball grounded to first base, kicks off the first baseman Delaney and into no man's land. Chatwood will reach. Ground ball kicked off the chest of Mitch Delaney at first base, and the E3 being charged on the first baseman. That will start the inning, and Aaron Dunsmore will step in. Throw over. Third error charged to Ontario in this ball game. Fouled straight back by Dunsmore. Dunsmore grounded out to first base in the 1st inning and then walked in the 3rd. They're playing him in on the grass at 3rd base, swing and a miss, 2 strikes. And now with 2 strikes, Casey Power will back off at 3rd base. Throw over. An error has led off the bottom of the 5th inning. Alberta trying to extend a 3-1 lead. 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 88 on the gun from Pierce on strike 3 to Dunsmore. That is strikeout number 5 for the right-hander. 1 out for J.P. Wilner, and he has been the big bat in the order for Alberta so far. Strike 1 called. Wilner is 2 for 2 with a pair of doubles, a run scored and 2 driven in the third. His third inning double scored both Chatwood brothers. Runner goes, there goes Jason. It's off the glove of Cunningham, and into second, standing up is Jason Chatwood. Stolen base puts a runner in scoring position with 1 out. The count is 1-1 on Wilner. Ground ball lashed foul past third. 1-2. Center fielder J.P. Wilner. Ontario, represented by the 2-time defending champion Tecumseh Thunder, facing a stiff test here in the first game of the tournament. Ball too high to Wilner.
Check these guys about leave the ball hit the tripod. It's like one of those British guards.
2-2 pitch. We'll have to wait. Two and two. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Pierce after the error started the inning. And the inning will now be up to Jason Lewis. Lewis doubled in the third and drove in a run. First pitch is strike 1. All games in the tournament scheduled for 7 innings. Fouled back off the hardwood backstop here at RAP. 0-2. So this game already starting to get late. .310 down the lines and .390 to center here at Royal Athletic Park. Look at second, and the 0-2 is outside. Jason Lewis, one of the elder statesmen on this team, 34 years old. Last just foul up the third baseline. Lewis, 34. Kevin Curran, 35. And Davin Gulbranson at 44 are the elders on this team. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Pierce strikes out the side after an error, starts the inning. We go to the 6th inning. The score holds 3-1 Alberta here on Go Live Broadcasts.
Brought to you by NBC Waters Corporation. Big thanks to Alberta Simmons at the Baseball Canada. Continued here on Argentina Movement. Co-chairs Papa, Gary Meyer, and co-chairs chairs Ellie Cleaver. Financial directors Tristan King, volunteer directors John Director Meyer for scoring. Eric Benson and Linda Sam, from French, and Rachel Swanson, facility directors are Kim Pollard and Dave Gardner. Thank you to their ground crews for doing a fantastic job. Media broadcast and social media, Paul Seal, Jonathan Watson, Mike Edwards, and Shane Mills. In charge of training, Jonathan Falkwell and Ron Harmony, and our first photographer, Christian J. Stewart, photography. Upcoming games at 3 o'clock here on Alberta 1, which is the Sterling Park Race, against British Columbia, Ontario, is against Nova Scotia, and Alberta Municipal Drive. And then the next round, 16 tonight, followed by my brother from Richard Wills against the Hillsborough Tour Round, 7 start at Alberta tonight.
Top of the 6th inning, still 3-1 Alberta. Josh Edwards delivers first pitch, ball 1 to Mitch Delaney. Middle of the order for Ontario here in the 6th. 1-0 pitch is a called strike, 1-1. Delaney, power and quick. One is grounded to second base, gloved and thrown for out number 1 by Denver Wick. First out will bring in Casey Power. The third baseman is having a good day, 2 for 2. Responsible for 2 of Ontario's 3 hits. That's popped up foul side of first base. Back from first, the play is made by Lewis. 2 quick outs. Two outs for Kiefer Quick. He is 0 for 2. Has lined out to left field and grounded into an inning-ending double play in the 4th inning. First pitch is strike 1 from Josh Edwards. Edwards walked the first batter of the ball game. He came around to score, but has been very good ever since then. That just misses for ball 1. 2 walks, 4 strikeouts for Edwards. 1 run on 3 hits. Bouncing away from the catcher Mazurkowicz. Pretty simple game to this point. A run in the first for Ontario, 3 in the third for Alberta. 2-1 is lined to center field, hit hard, but it's hanging up, and the play will be made by Wilner. Ontario goes 1-2-3 in the top of the 6th. We go to the bottom of the inning, still 3-1 Alberta here on Go Live Broadcast.
Leading off the Red Deer Raiders, number 21, the catcher Curtis Zerkowicz.
One more chance for Alberta to add on to a 3-1 lead. Bottom of the 6th inning. Swing and a miss by Curtis Mazurkowicz. The catcher has struck out twice today against Joel Pierce. Running inside for ball 1. Mazurkowicz, Boone, and Chapman. One-two pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Joel Pierce has Mazurkowicz's number this afternoon. 3 strikeouts. And now give Pierce 8 overall. He has struck out 4 straight going back to the 5th inning. In steps the DH Kerry Boone, fouling the first pitch straight back. He is flown out and grounded out. Grounded foul pass first. Quickly 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Joel Pierce has struck out 5 in a row, and his last 6 outs have all come by way of the strikeout. Give him 9 on the game. 2 outs for Derek Chapman, the left fielder. He's 0 for 2. First pitch, ball 1. Alberta doing all their damage in the 3rd. 3 runs on 4 hits that inning. Swing and a miss. One is a strike. 1 and 2. For the 2nd straight inning, Joel Pierce trying to strike out the side. Mazurkowicz and Boone have already gone down. It's now 1 and 2 on Chapman, missing 2 and 2.
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
Deuce's pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. 7 straight outs by way of strikeout for Joel Pierce. We go to the 7th inning. Alberta trying to win a ball game. They lead 3-1 here on Go Live broadcast.
Jay Stewart Photography, Passion Sports, Spinnakers, Jackson's Ice Cream, Thrifty Foods, Tesseract Computers, Pacific Western
Top of the 7th inning. 3-1 Alberta leads Ontario. Jesse Carrier leads off, taking strike 2, 0-2. Still Josh Edwards on the mound for Alberta 2, represented by the Red Deer Riggers. Missing for ball 1. Ontario 1, represented by the Tecumseh Thunder. Back-to-back national champions, but with only 3 outs to play with here in their tournament opener. Missing outside. Carrier, Barker, and Gignac will hit here in the 7th, with Ontario needing 2. Line to center field, dying quickly. Stepping up to make the play, Wilner, for out number 1. New left fielder in the inning for Alberta. Shane Court takes over in left field. He comes in for Derek Chapman. Now it's 1 out for Ross Barker. Barker swings at the first pitch and comes up with a single to the left. 2 for 3, Ross Barker. In steps Brandon Gignac. Gignac laid down a bunt single in the 5th inning that loaded the bases. First pitch popped up, back up third base, now into left field. Coming up towards the line, the play is made by Court for out number 2. Ontario 1, Tecumseh Thunder down to their last out in the first game of the round robin, trailing 3-1 here in the top of the 7th. 2 outs, runner at first base, and the hitter is second baseman Matt Sykes. First pitch is ball 1. Missing inside. Tecumseh is back in action at noon tomorrow here on Go Live broadcasts at RAP. There's a called strike on Matt Sykes. Tapped foul. 2-2. Red Deer is back in action at noon tomorrow at Lambrick Park. 2-2, 2 outs, runner at first base. Alberta 2, leading Ontario 1, 3-1. Josh Edwards 1 good pitch away from a tournament opening victory. That pitch misses just outside, 3-2. Dolful 3-2 with 2. If Sykes were to reach, Curtis Lampkin is on deck. Payoff pitch, runner goes, ground ball, second base, scooped and thrown by Wick, and that's the ball game. 7-inning complete game victory for Josh Edwards. Final score 3-1. Ontario scores the first at bat of the ball game. Leadoff walk in the first, but that's all they get. Alberta comes back with 3 in the bottom of the third to take 3-1 win. 1 run on 5 hits, 3 errors for Ontario, 3 on 6 with no errors for Alberta. We will take a brief break and we'll be back just before the 3 p.m. first pitch here at RAP between Alberta 1 and BC. Thanks for watching the second game of Nationals. My name is Jonathan Hodson, and for Chris J. Cox, we will talk to you again at 3 o'clock. Final score, 3-1.
Nova Scotia versus Ontario 2, 3 p.m. The opening ceremony is 6:15 tonight, and New York versus the Ontario Mavericks playing at 7 p.m.